Hi everybody, Link's Little Triforce here from The Legend of Cosplay. Welcome to my new series, The Legend of Collections. Yes, I know, I have other videos in the Legend of Collections series that you can see over here. I may continue doing videos like this, but if I do, they're going to be kind of like bonus videos that will just show up when opportunities arise. With this series, however, what we're going to do is every month we're going to look at a different game in the Legend of Zelda franchise. But to do that, we're going to have my good friend the Triforce here help introduce it for us. Hey Triforce!
Hailed by many an adventure sublime, brought forth great depth for thine hero of time.
Thanks, Triforce of Wisdom. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be looking at one of the most revered Zelda games of all time, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. But first, it's time for What's My Tunic?
Today's shirt boasts a classic Ocarina of Time logo on the front and Don't Make Me Go Zelda on the back. Look at all those weapons. Wouldn't you like to have that in your inventory? Ocarina of Time was originally released for the Nintendo 64 on November 21st, 1998 in Japan, and it debuted 2 days later in North America on November 23rd, 1998. Along with Super Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time set the bar on 3D gaming. Ocarina of Time also pioneered other gaming aspects, such as Z-targeting, that have become standard in modern gaming. Thanks to its popularity, the game had several re-releases, not only on the Nintendo 64, but onto other systems as well. I currently own 3 variants from the 64 era. You can tell what version yours is by looking at the debossed stamp on the back of the cartridge. XX equals version 1.0, XXA equals version 1.1, and XXB equals version 1.2. Each edition fixed minor bugs from the previous renditions. The removal of these glitches really didn't have a huge impact on the average player, but their distinction is notable if you plan on speedrunning the game. There's a great link that I'll put in the description below if you'd like to know more. The biggest differences were changes in the Gerudo symbol, the Fire Temple theme, and Ganon's blood. I won't go into detail on the significance of these changes since there are several other series online that cover that. Instead, let's look at the different versions of Ocarina of Time that I currently own. The Japanese Nintendo 64 edition, North American N64 version 1.1 edition, North American N64 version 1.2 GOTY edition, North American N64 version 1.0 Collector's edition, the GameCube Legend of Zelda Collector's edition, the GameCube Ocarina of Time and Master Quest edition, GameCube Wind Waker Ocarina of Time and Master Quest edition, the Ocarina of Time 3D edition, and the Ocarina of Time 3D Nintendo Select edition. All of the versions of Ocarina of Time are primarily the same except for the ones released for the 3DS, which include smoother graphics, some slight alterations, a new Shard of Agony to replace the N64 Stone of Agony to notify you when secrets are near, the added Sheikah Stones, which look similar to Gossip Stones, but their engravings glow. The Sheikah Stones act as a starting point after saving or restarting the game, and you can crawl into them to have visions or hints of the future. There are so many releases for Ocarina of Time, both physically as well as digitally, that is probably one of the most accessible Zelda titles next to the original Legend of Zelda. Music has always been a huge element in the Zelda franchise. There is something about the Ocarina of Time soundtrack, though, that is particularly moving, at least for me, that is. I'd be lying if I said that the opening scene where we see the Kokiri village through Navi's perspective didn't choke me up a bit. Musical instruments have also played a major role in the series, yet the usage of the ocarina itself forever impacted the role of instruments themselves. This once obscure and ancient flute is now the most prominent and recognizable instrument in gaming history. I cannot stress enough how much I would recommend this game not only to Zelda fans, but to other gamers and non-gamers alike. Ocarina of Time is a fantastic example of fantasy, adventure, and puzzle solving that is sure to please just about everyone. Some may say it's the nostalgia blinders that make me adore this game, but surprisingly, Ocarina of Time was not my first Zelda title growing up as a young gamer. That being said though, it definitely was the one that made me fall in love with the series. With some of the most memorable soundtracks and industry-changing achievements, it's hard not to rank Ocarina of Time highly on the must-play list.
Ocarina of Time is by far my favorite title in the Zelda series. That being said, it looks like it's also Nintendo's favorite too. as we'll see in future episodes of The Legend of Collections. While you're waiting, feel free to check out Comic Book John's channel, where we talk about more Zelda stuff. Until then, this is Link's Little Triforce, and I'll see you next time!